Hello, and thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the 30 Home Inspector Bootcamp. Today we're going to be discussing inspecting the attic and talking about the different components in the attic that can cause issues. So with that being said, as soon as you go to the attic, or before you go to the attic, you want to make sure you have a flashlight. You want to make sure that, that the stairs to the attic are safe and secure for you to walk up. So with that being said, when you're in the attic, you want to make sure that you're inspecting for leaks, for mold, for excessive differentiation in terms of temperature, and for ventilation. So number one, you want to make sure that you're inspecting for leaks to make sure there's no signs of any issues with water damage to the attic. And if you see any signs of leaking, you want to contact the qualified roofer to further assess the roof to see if it needs to be replaced, and/or if you want to fix the shingles. So after that, you want to make sure that you're inspecting for mold. So essentially, the mold is usually triggered by leaks and/or by insufficient ventilation. So with that being said, if you do see signs of mold, you want to make sure that you're paying a closer attention to the attic for signs of leaking and/or for insufficient ventilation. So with that being said, if you do see signs of any mold, then it's definitely recommended to either fix that if it's under 10 square feet with something that's like a household product like bleach and/or getting mold killer from Home Depot and fixing the area, and/or hiring a mold assessor to do an assessment and having a remediation company to come to remediate the mold if it's over 10 square feet. And with that being said, you're going to want to inspect the ventilation of the home. Typically, older construction has no forms of ventilation just because the homes back in the day were built a lot more loose, and newer homes are a lot more tighter just because of the newer codes that are being imposed upon us by New York State. But with that being said, if it's a newer home, you're going to want to make sure you have two forms of ventilation. You're going to make sure you have a soffit vent and a ridge vent, or you have a gable vent and a ridge vent. So with that being said, finally, you want to make sure there's no signs of any structural defects to the attic. Make sure there's no signs of any damage to the rafters and/or the trusses of the home, and just to make sure that the attic is in good standings. So I definitely recommend checking the attic out every quarter and/or every 6 months to make sure it's in good standings. And with that being said, if you have any questions about inspecting the attic and you have any issues in the attic, let me know, and I can direct you to a qualified contractor that is definitely well versed in fixing problems in the attic. So with that being said, we inspected attics today. On the next topic, we're going to be talking about inspecting wells. And if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share, comment, and repost the video. And if you have any issues or any comments or questions, let me know personally, and I'll definitely help you out as best as I can. See you in the next video. Bye.